Hello, hi friends. How are you? Okay, so today we are going with the report writing in Hindi, and it takes a lot of effort to write you a report because it is a job of a journalist who does this. But the examiner body wants the student should know a basic etiquette of writing a report. In Hindi it is known as Prativedan. So what kind of report they going to ask? This report to your newspaper agency. Okay, one more thing. Please make a note before writing a report. You will getting an option to write a report, but I request you to please make it in a lighter note. So what I means to make it in a lighter note. Understand, if you are writing about any incident such as accident or theft, it will be more detailed oriented and required more degree of in-depth information to be written, so it will be time consuming, and in Hindi it will take a lot of time to write. Okay, I request you to please go with some festivals or any functions nearby your house, in your school, okay, or you visited a tourist place, you're writing that report where your school sent to you and you have seen that particular occasion because maybe you are the topper of your school, or there have been student exchange programs going on in another country and you're writing that report on behalf of your school and submitting it to principal sir. Then it will be forwarded to the news agencies, maybe offline or inline or maybe both. So let's start the pattern. Let's take the point and sequence. Write it down. Number 1, सर्वप्रथम संस्था का नाम. That means you write what is the institution name. Number 2, सम्मेलन का उद्देश्य स्पष्ट करें. So considering it is a gathering, explain the idea of that gathering and the main objective of that function. Number 3, आयोजन स्थल का नाम. That means you have to write the location, venue exactly. Number 4, आयोजन की तिथि और समय की सूचना. You must include about the date and time of that particular function. Number 6, कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित लोगों की जानकारी. Okay, here is you have to include the kind of people were there, the visitors, the invitees, the invitations. So you have to write which kind of atmosphere was there. If it is meant only for the students, so students were there, and if it is a parents function, so student and parents were there, or it is only for a selected student, so selected students were there. So you have to write what kind of audience were there. Number 7, कार्यक्रम एवं गतिविधियों की जानकारी. Write down the activities that has been taken care in that particular program. Number 8, यदि भाषा है तो उसके मुख्य बिंदुओं. If it is a speech, if your headmaster or any chief guest in that particular function has given a starting note, so that you can include that particular main 2 or 3 lines, how he interacted and what was here, what was he really want to say, and what was the audience reacted to this speech. You have to write this. Number 9, निर्णयों की जानकारी. Okay, after that what was the conclusion, that means how it was transitioned from closer that excitement to conclude those excitements. So what was the decision made? If it is a competition, so you have to include that who was the winner, how the competition took place, and how was the atmosphere, everything. How's the numbering given and what was the base of that numbering, who was the judges. You have to write all those. Nirnayo means conclusion. Okay, so friends, now we will see what kind of reports they may ask you. Again, I'm repeat. Initially I've given you introduction, now we will go into detail how it will be exactly. It may be अदालतों की report. That means the report which is required to be produced in the law or in the court. Number 2, खोजी समाचारों की report. That means in the search operation you need to write a report as a witness. Number 3, आपराधिक मामलों की report. That means if you have seen some incident and or maybe the incident has taken place at your residence or in your locality and you are writing that report to give it to the police department. Number 4, युद्ध एवं विदेश यात्रा की report. You're writing a report on a war kind of situation, or you have went to some tourist place and you're writing for that. Videsh yatra, more than tourist place, it is like country to another country or going to another country visiting, and you're writing that. Number 5, संगीत सम्मेलन व कला संबंधित report. You are writing a report for musical concert or any dance function related. Number 7, प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस या संवाददाता सम्मेलन की रिपोर्ट. Okay, this might be a case where you have represented your school in the international festivals and now all the reporters wants you to say few words about the competition and how you win that medal and how you feel. So it is interactive. You have to write a report on a base of that press conference. प्राकृतिक आपदाओं, दुर्घटना, दंगा आदि की रिपोर्ट. So this is the report writing where you have to write a situation where there is man-made calamities, like it was a fight between two people you have seen in the market, where it was a big activity, a small fight became a big activity and so many people got involved, like this. Or you have seen a flood situation which was a natural calamity and you are seeing to it, or any kind of accident you are seeing and now you are making a report to submit it to the press conference or meeting to the report, writing it to the submitting it to the local newspaper. व्यवसायिक प्रगति अथवा स्थिति की report. In this particular section you will write a report where you have to economical or business related report, where you might seen that investing in students fund is so important, or investing in the government relief fund is so important, or how you can make some money to poor the feed. You are writing a report to give that idea of how to get growth in your business or how to make more efficient way of donation, like that you are writing a report. Number 9, पुस्तक प्रदर्शन, चित्र प्रदर्शनी आदि की report. Or else you might be writing a festival, book fair festival, where you witnessed a beautiful books and how the distribution was taken care of, how the writer is launching his book and what his way of telling stories and why actually he wants to audience to read this book, and how you think personally that this book will help other things, or little change can be done. It will be a museum art gallery where painting exhibition is going on and you witness this exhibition and now you're writing a report how this could be a career for most of the students if they have that love for making paintings. So in a different way you can write. So this is a very new way of writing, that you're trying to get more employment or people should stick to their passion even if they are doing a job. You are writing a report. So this is a beautiful way. These kind of letters are severely asked in every examination, so please be ready. I've told you how to make it. So now let's discuss one of the story that will help you, and if you want more other stories, please comment me and write down on the text so that I can make that proper way for your writing. Okay, so it was भारतीय संस्कृति संस्थान चेन्नई में 13 मई 2020 को सांस्कृतिक मास मनाया गया. इसका संक्षिप्त रिपोर्ट तैयार करें. So the question is, there was a cultural program organized in Chennai on 13th March 2020 and you have to write it a summarized report for that. Okay, so how you will write for this? Please comment me, subscribe to the channel.